Today I start using the Orange Soda eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I will apply this in my crease, of course, like always. I'm using the Sigma E40 brush to blend it in. It's my favorite brush for blending the transition shade in my crease. It's just a very fluffy brush. The fluffier the brush is, the softer the application. So make sure when you apply a shade in a crease that you don't use a brush which has very much hairs that are very tight to each other. This will make the hairs more hard, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure how to explain this in English, but I just hope that makes sense. Just make sure that you use a very fluffy brush. The next shade is called Fawn. It's a shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a bit darker than the Orange Soda shade. I will focus this shade a bit lower than where I applied the Orange Soda shade. Now I'm using the Sigma E38 brush. This brush is also a bit tinier than the E40 brush. Blend your brush back and forth as much as you think is needed. It's just very important to blend so you get a very soft application. So in the meantime I picked up a bit more of that Fawn eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And now I'm mainly focusing at the outer part. I want it to be blended very well and I like the warm tone that it gives to my eye. Now I'm using the shade Red Earth, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. In person it's a bit darker. Because of my lightnings it looks much lighter than it really is. And I believe I'm using the Morphe M507 brush. I use it in almost all my tutorials. It's just a very tiny fluffy blending brush. It comes in very handy. Because this is a very dark shade, I make sure I work very softly and I keep blending so it will completely fade into the Orange Soda and the Fawn shade. So in one of my previous tutorials I asked you guys if you would like me to make a vlog. So for example when I go drugstore shopping and then afterwards I would make a drugstore makeup tutorial. I received a lot of positive response on it, so I'm working on it. I will definitely vlog. And at the moment I'm just collecting some money to buy me a vlog camera. So just so you know, I'm working on it and you will see vlog videos very soon. Yay! Now I'm going back in with the Sigma E40 brush and that Orange Soda eyeshadow and I just make sure that everything is blended well. Okay, so here I was using a pigment from the brand Makeup Addiction Cosmetics and it was terrible to apply, so just ignore this. I didn't want to cut this part because I'm going over this with another shade to correct it. So now I'm picking up a different pigment, also from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics in the shade GEISHA, and I will just apply this on top of the other shade that I applied because I didn't like how it applied and I also didn't like the shade in combination with the warm tones. Maybe it was just me, but it just applied very ugly. It gets all these kind of clumps. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Just looked very disgusting, so I have to remove a lot of the product. So now I will just apply this shade on top of it. And I also just didn't want to cut this part because now you can see I also can make mistakes and not everything is going well at the first time. So now I'm just showing you how I correct it and you will not see anything left of it at the end. Now I'm going back in with the Red Earth eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills and I'm going to blend the arches of the shade that I just applied to make sure it fades in the other eyeshadow shades. And for this step I'm using the Sigma E32 brush. Now I'm using MAC chromographic eye pencil in the shade NC15, and I'm going to apply this shade in my waterline to make my eyes appear a bit bigger. For underneath my eyes, I'm going back in with the Red Earth eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm using a brush from OPV brushes. It has no name on it, but it's kind of the same like the Sigma E50 brush. The reason why I didn't use the Sigma one is because I always lost my brushes. But if you're just curious, you can use the E50 one because the brush that I was using only comes in a very big kit. To blend the shade out, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fawn eyeshadow again. I'm sticking to all these same shades today to make it not very hard for you guys. I'm using the Makeup Addiction Precision Crease brush to blend the shade out. And I'm just going back and forth with my brush until it looks very faded. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm using the same as always, the Giga Black Lash Mascara from MAC Cosmetics. I applied a very thin layer at my upper lashes and I will apply more at my bottom lashes because I like very long bottom lashes. And also because I'm going in with very dramatic lashes today. So these are the lashes that I'm using. They're from Eylure in the style Grand Glamour. They're from the famous Vegas Nay, I don't know how to pronounce. So here you can see how it looks with the lashes on. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!